Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the National Real Estate Post. You can see we have our friend Barry Habib with us once again. We're going to get into something I think is very important, very relevant right now, especially to you loan originators. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody about our Coop Out product. This is where you can go and get small business owners in your area to refer you warm referrals like crazy. I did it for a couple of years, Barry, and I killed with this thing. I created this sweet little product. If you just click on the Coop Out banner you see on your right, it'll show you how to get moving and get some referrals out of small businesses. And I think based on today's show, you're going to want to look at things like Coop Out and some other things perhaps that can help you get some purchase business going right now, because we want to talk about what's going on with rates and refis and that type of thing. Of course, we have Barry Habib here. Once again, Barry, you have, of course, been on target with your prognostication quite a bit lately. In fact, almost flawlessly, I would say. But for the first time, you're saying you're a little pessimistic about rates falling right now. In fact, we're seeing a little bit of an upturn. So tell us what you think about rates, and then tell us what you think the loan originator here who could be caught, with his pants down with rates moving up on him and not being so tied into the purchase market. Give us some thoughts on that.
Okay, can I just say one thing about Coop Out? One of the things I love about the product is that it can generate leads for you that you can then give to real estate agents.
Yeah.
You want to talk about really putting yourself in a position to help a realtor out, send them leads. It's awesome. So yeah, Frank. Well, you're very kind. We have had some good success in forecasting rates, as you know. Hit all our targets. We said 139. Everyone thought we were crazy. Got down to the lower 130 range, so it actually exceeded our target a little bit. But we've moved up from here. We've kind of been in a locking mode with our subscribers. Many of you listening to this, you know that already. And I'm a little worried about a few things happening. So let me say this first. We've not seen the lowest rates that we're going to see. Okay. That's going to happen, but it may take a while. It may take a catalyst. For example, we may have to see the stock market take a big decline. Okay. We may have to see a recession. I think both of those are in the cards. Both of those, I believe sincerely, will occur in the next 12 to 24 months. Okay. I think those will be catalysts to push interest rates further than we've ever seen in our lifetime.
Wow.
So that's still out there.
Okay.
But I think we're going to be in this range for a while where interest rates are going to be influenced by things like potentially some inflationary pressures. Now, I don't think we're going to have a lot of inflation, certainly not at all. But when you take a look at one of the big drivers of keeping inflation low, it's been oil prices. Now, today, as we record this, oil price is roughly $45 a barrel on WTI, West Texas Intermediate.
Okay.
When we do the year-over-year comparison, a year ago it was about $50 a barrel, but it wasn't that long ago you were comparing, $40 a barrel today at that time to the previous year was $100. So that deep decline in oil prices was a big driver of keeping inflation at very low and suppressed levels.
Okay.
We're starting to get some whiffs of inflation, and as the year progresses, oil prices today will be above where they were a year prior to that. So you'll actually see oil prices be an influencer pressuring inflation a little higher. Now, rates hate that. So because of that, I think that rates will be under a little bit of pressure unless we get this catalyst, this event that occurs like a big drop in stock. So could that happen anytime? It could happen anytime, but we have to be more on guard. Look, it's going to fluctuate. And here's the thing, rates aren't going to go to 5% no matter what. They're going to stay low, but we all know, you and I have talked about this, there's a big difference in the refinance area of offering 3.5% at zero and 4 or 4 1/8 with zero. It's a big difference as far as what comes in. So you've been ahead of everybody on this because you've been talking about this. You had Rene Rodriguez on the other day. He was talking about this. He's always ahead of the curve. So the two of you guys have been focusing on, hey, don't forget, just because your belly's full with a lot of refinances, the purchase environment.
Right.
What I'm here to tell you is, even if rates go up to 4%, purchase market's so strong, it will not derail things. All of the fundamentals you and I have been talking about, that we've been very correct on in forecasting real estate to remain strong, still in place. High demand will continue, tight supply, foreclosure inventory is gone, incomes surpassing the level that you need to keep up with rising prices. People don't get that, but incomes have a multiplier effect, typically 5 to 1. So if prices go up 5%, incomes only have to go up 1% to keep pace because incomes are 5 times higher. So I think that we're in pretty good shape on the purchase side.
Good.
Refinances are going to be vulnerable and susceptible to these changes where you can see things slow down. So you've got to stay on the purchase side. You got to do things like you're saying. Coop Out's a great thing. You got to keep in front of realtors, especially now while your competition is not.
Right.
And we've created some tools within MBS Highway that I think are very, very meaningful. You know, Frank, imagine if you did this, if you walked into a realtor's office today, where there's not a lot of mortgage professionals out there, and you said to that realtor, hey, have you ever had somebody start the process with you and then buy from somewhere else? Well, every realtor's had that. You know, they all know that pain. How painful is it? A $400,000 purchase price, a 3% real estate commission to the sell side, that's $12,000. If the realtor's commission were 80%, it's $9,600.
Sure.
But if it was $5,000 or $20,000, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's painful. What about the betrayal, Frank? You know, I took your kids in my car, we broke bread together, we were friendly, and then you buy. It hurts them. So what if you said, hey, we'll do something nobody else does. We'll market to you our pre-quals together, co-branded for 90 days with great stuff that keeps people engaged, shows them the opportunity, not how do you plant a gardenia. And these are the types of things you have to do today.
Right.
You have to do that stuff. You have to show them what the market looks like, what appreciation levels mean to them, keep them engaged. Because borrowers are skittish. They go out there, there's no inventory, so they got to settle. It's not the house of the dreams, right?
Right.
And then afterwards, what happens? All their negotiations stripped away. They got to come in full price. They come in full price, somebody else bids higher. Now you got to give the seller more than they wanted, and you hear the media talk negatively about the housing market. You're like, what do I need this for? You got to keep them engaged and help the realtor. If you do that for the realtor, you'll keep that realtor for a very long time, feeding you business. It doesn't matter if rates go to 4%.
Right. No, I know. And here's the thing, and this is what Rodriguez was touching base on, and it's what I was saying. Right now you've got the loan officers out there that literally, let's be honest, the term top producer gets thrown around pretty loosely, in my opinion, because top producer should only apply to purchase deals, and that's how I always viewed it when I was managing 50, 60 guys, right? Refis to me were just like whatever. That's a static on the edges. Take the money while you can, but it doesn't apply. Right now, you've got offices saying, hey, this guy's my top producer, right? Well, really, in my opinion, he's more of a top order taker. You know what I mean? And not necessarily a top producer. But here's my thing. These guys are busy. They're slammed. They've got all the stuff. They're not going to ignore it. We're going to take it. You know what I mean? How does that guy who doesn't want to fail, we had Renee's opinion, what's your opinion? Real fast, we're running at 7 minutes. We got to wrap this up in a minute.
Okay.
What does that guy do, Barry, even though he's so busy? He knows he doesn't want to fail. I want to engage with the realtors and keep people engaged for the realtors. What's your thought? Just real quick, what's your thought?
So first of all, I'm a little more gentle on that. I think it's an important part to service your customers, and it's an important part of your business plan. So I'm a little more gentle on that, and I appreciate the refinances, but I could see your point, certainly in Renee's point. But you have to automate this stuff. That's why you use tools that don't require you. You have to be able to do it once and have it replicated. Go visit realtors once, hit them with something that's going to be really meaningful, get them to commit to you right away, and then when you do, you set it on autopilot. That's how smart people work. That's how you maximize time. And everything we've created with MBS Highway to do that, yeah, it's a plug for it, but it works and everybody's loving this stuff. Check it out, because our pre-qual marketing kit, realtors are losing their minds over. I did a seminar for 300 Keller Williams agents for a specific mortgage company. Every single one of them signed up to say, do this because I need this stuff. They have me coming back on September 15th at Fort Lauderdale to do 400 more, because everybody wants this stuff. If you're not doing this, you're crazy. It's free money.
Here's what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing. We need stuff. I get that. We need, sure, MBS, Coupal, whatever. We need those things. But the most important thing that I'm hearing is you said you did a presentation, okay? You were out seeing people. The most important thing you said to me was, yeah, go meet with them, get their commitment, and then these things happen. But it's the meet with them and the commitment that's the most important thing. And that's what I think guys need to just really do, is they need to go, Renee said something good. He goes, it's amazing. If you take a couple hours out of your day, right, and go and do these, let's meet and get to know people. You know what?
Meet with people.
Go on,
you know,
deals are still going to close.
Jim Rohn, before he passed away, I was a student of his, and his list of great students, I'm near the bottom of it, but so many people benefited from this man. One thing he said to me, he said, attend the gatherings. You have to get out and meet people. And if you're listening to this and you're not, I don't care if you're a realtor, a mortgage, you got to get out there and meet people. You've got to do this stuff. Shake their hand, face to face, eye to eye. Look, do the rest of the stuff automated. Yes, you have to work your deals, but set some time, a couple of times a week, to make sure you do this. Thanks. Good luck, everybody.
And with that, attend the gatherings. That's the battle cry right now, people. Attend the gatherings. Thank you, Barry. Pleasure to have you on the show as always. We'll link people to MBS. Don't forget Coupal's on your right. We'll link you to MBS down below. You guys have a great one. Forward, share, subscribe. Thanks again, Barry.